Alright guys, good evening everyone. We here for our first time on our chat here in our house, and we're gonna have some nice relaxing time here, just like a talk about some interesting stuff, some others not so interesting, but so we make fun of each other, have a joke, laugh, and we're gonna do some analysis. Yes, this is me, Braulio Estima. I like the technology. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you expect that? I like. We also have something that we can make people disappear. So when he's not like I like his conversation, I can just say stop, disappear here, professor. Usually I'm gonna do this a lot on this guy here.
Please.
He looks much. Oh, oh. I don't have the coordination. Okay, doesn't matter. Just disappear him from here. So, just leave it here for now. So, guys, very good things happening. You know, we trying to make something different for everyone, make something that we can still interact. The classes that we've been going through this over weeks has been awesome. The Zoom classes has been improving a lot with a lot of more people, a lot of good feedbacks. Later, I'm gonna try to post some of the feedbacks that the people put in here, so it's pretty cool. And today, I'm gonna do some analysis of my own fight, some analysis of Daniel's fight that he sent to us. And if you ever want to talk about any analysis of your own fight, please send it to me, send on the group. Okay, this group, like, you know, even though we have those fancy things going on here because Jimmy works really good on those stuff, and then we try to make something fancy, but it's still our little bubble connection with our team. Okay, the close ones. And man, Professor Neil today killed it on the kids class. That's over 41 kids, was amazing. The kids, the GB1 also was pretty good today. It's growing all the time. I'm really excited for get more people involved. There are a lot of people still not sure about how fun it is and how necessary it is and how much benefits we get about it, you know. And then on this topic, I'd like to talk to Jakub. Start with Jakub, then I'll talk to Kaíque. Guys, I think we could talk if one together, make a little chat here. What do you notice, like, these couple weeks with the response of the students, of the professors coming on more training, with yourself training here with us, you know, pretty much twice minimum a day. And what do you think? How's your workouts been and stuff?
So I feel like at the very beginning I was a little bit skeptic about doing solo drills because I used to do them a lot before, so I didn't know if I was gonna. You know, when you do something a lot and then you're like, it's over and you're like, "Ah, I'm not gonna repeat this again," and then like I come back to that and I felt like it's so nice to be back to it and like how exhausting that is, because sometimes it's much exhausting to do the solo class, do more solo drills rather than do the partner.
Because you can cheat a little bit, right? You can
Well,
listen down, you can just...
You can't do as fast. So
Yes.
like for example, like yesterday me and Professor Kaíque did a class. It was much easier to do on ourselves. So like, you know, when you have a judo entry that we practiced yesterday,
Yes.
you go much quicker by yourself
Then
than with the
someone.
partner, because the partner needs to fix himself as well. So it's like it's not just about you, but it's as well like how fast it's gonna be the other person.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What do you think, Kaíque? How this experience? Because you guys experienced most of it already.
So, I'm beginning like when we start like, everybody think like this is gonna work, and like, we don't know, but when you start do like, man, I think I don't work for this, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes like, we need to do it, and I'm a professor all the time like, let's go do it together because we can rest a little bit. But now it's amazing.
We also have this look. We go solo.
But that's the thing. It's a great point because a lot of the people who experienced for the first time, their comments was, I didn't know this was going to work.
Yeah.
Everyone, I have some actually testimonials there. And I didn't, by the way, I didn't ask those questions for you guys before because I like something fresh. I like to put you guys on the spot and can tell me, because I want to see the real feeling. And the same for me, it put me into the mode of, I need to be ready for training tomorrow because, bro, it's not going to be easy,
No.
And then, and one thing for me that I noticed the most was, like, Jacob, how was I on the very first day of teaching? Like, physically, how was I to go, like, to squat or to do anything? Remember how was? You remember how was?
Yeah. We could say, like, nice way, it was below average.
Look so old in the beginning.
Alright guys, so it's been nice talking to Professor Kaíque, and I just begin to disappear. Jacob, I'll see you later. Disappear. So guys, so basically, now after a week and a half, I can, for myself, I can only say that it has worked a lot. It has helped me a lot. My back, I feel sore, my body's sore, but it's a different sore. It's not like a hurt. It's like your body is working out sore, and then you kind of, okay, I have more energy. I'm waking up earlier because before I was working too late, doing a lot of things online, and now because since I started exercising more often because I didn't want to lead by example. So I said, man, I want to show this guy that this is actually can work. And man, I feel a lot better. Professor Neil, this morning, after the kids' class, he goes, he FaceTime me, he goes, brother. Because yesterday, him and Charlie did the two classes in the morning and in the evening. With the morning with me, with Professor Neil and Jacob. And then today, he did the kids' class. And afterwards, he did also the GB1 with me. And man, it's like, of course, you don't need to, I don't recommend you guys to do for every single class, unless if you want to really get the bag, which is going to be in the raffle. Alright, but it is going to be something that is really important and really needed for us on these times, like, and then I believe that if I feel much better in 1 week and a half, 2 weeks pretty much, than how I was before, this will be something that is part of my training. Because I remember before I had the need to practice for the competition. So I need to do that. I used to do my training because I like to go and spar hard and stuff. That's how I like it. But then it wasn't enough for my preparation. So I used to do a lot more drills, a lot more workouts, and then specific things to work that I don't necessarily could use with some of my students. Right? I was training for blue belts, purple belts. And then sometimes I didn't have the physicality, the need of the physicality to be able to get away or get into situations. When I used to train Victor, Roger, all those guys, then I had a proper training, right? Mm-hmm. But then I had to compensate, so I did a lot of those workouts, a lot of those drills and stuff to be able to get myself into the mode. And after everything went up, so I stopped competing more. And I didn't feel the need to do that as much because I didn't have to, But now we have to. Mm-hmm. There's no other option, because it's or you do something or you do nothing. And man, I actually feel much more motivated. I have more energy. I'm eating better again because I got a little bit, downhill. I said, you know what? I just gonna chill. Start eating. Not like some junk food and stuff, and I said, no, now I need to eat well because tomorrow I'm gonna have to work out hard, and then I need to show the people how I need to lead, and man, it's been great, it's been awesome, and guys, later if we're gonna be opening some for you guys for some chats, so you guys we can have a little bit of a feedback of you guys. I know Professor Neil Simpkin is there, so we can have a little chat, and also so Kaíque. Would like to hear a little bit of a story, man. You know, because everyone, we are very fortunate that we have so many good people coming. People from Brazil that stay with us. You know, like Professor Ali comes and go. He comes like a, you know, it's like it's like a boomerang. You know, and now he's spending the quarantine here, and he can't even go back home. Oh my Lord! And his wife is there in Russia. Oh my goodness, man! I don't know this guy. I just hope you're still gonna have a wife who come back, bro. So, Kaíque, we are very fortunate that we have had many experiences to have to train with people from Brazil, from you know, like Professor Otávio came here, spent time here. Professor Romo Barral lived here in this house here. Like Otávio lived here. Romo Barral. Oh, we have so many stories, man. Oh my God, Otávio, Kripenek. We had a big discussions because he said, Professor Braulio, fish, it doesn't sleep. The fish. But I said, okay, cool, fair enough. Maybe it doesn't really sleep, like, but why? He goes, have you ever seen a fish with closed eyes? I said, oh my God, you know me, if this guy can be a world champion, anybody can. We had such a really good times. Professor Charles lived here, you know, so many people, like, and then with Professor Rafael, Carari, now Kaíque is in the house. So not many people had the opportunity to know where you came from, where you're from, you know, in Brazil. What were your humble beginnings? What was the attraction to be part of our team? And how do you end up going to America? And then now, what do you think about what's going over here in your new home for now?
So, I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I live a mountain in Rio, for be honest, in like Petrópolis. And then I started training, I was like 6 to 7 years old, so very young. And then I don't start from Gracie Barra, I start in another school. And then like, I think after 7 months of training, I start computing and like, I like this, because usually I play like just football in Brazil, and like, I don't like a lot of football, I don't like to run. And then when they start grappling, like, I think I like
to play football in the mountains is quite difficult.
And then when they start to do grappling, like, I think this is what I like to do. But in the beginning, I just start like to have fun, to play, you know. And then I think when I was 12 years old, I did my first Brazilian national, and then I lost on the final, like, shit. But I think like when they start lost, they're like, man, I need to win, I need to train more. And then I start training always more. And then I win my first Brazilian national, and there was a orange belt. And then like, yeah, I think it's like what I wanted to do to my life. I like this, you know. But times go, I still compete, still train hard. But when I was 17 in Brazil, we start the university, you know. And then I started studying at university and started work, so I don't have a lot of time for training more. But the only time I have one class on my old school. And I went there, it's like nobody there, like, man, I need to come back to home. And then I go to school, working, go train. Nobody again, like, my God. It's like I spent like 5 months like this. And then open a new school in Petrópolis, Gracie Barra Petrópolis. And then like, I think I'm gonna do some roles there, but not like to train there, like to be there. But I start there like, man, he's different, you know? They have a class, they have a curriculum. I never did saw this before, like, what's happening here? And then I start training there, I like, man, it's so different in the jiu-jitsu from Gracie Barra. They have a class, the teachers know how to do that. Because in the other school, they just go there like, what you gonna show today? What you wanna know? And then start the class like this,
roll.
You know? Yeah, sometimes like just for open, let's gonna roll. And the white belts don't know nothing, just teach them roll, like get down bar, oh, how we get it? Like this. You know, so it's why I think I like Gracie Barra, I still on Gracie Barra, because they know how to teach her. They have a curriculum, it's like an amazing support they give for, not just for students, but for the professor as well.
That's good. And then how you end up going to America? You Professor Fabiana Borges. She also goes teaching last night at the global training at the online.graciebarra.com. And yes, you met her, you taught her in her
Yeah.
academy back in Texas. How did you end up there?
So what's happened like when they get my brown belt, like I always have my dream like I wanted to be a world champion, the black belt, you know. I think I always here like doing this one day, and here we always a lot of times, but we still doing and when I was like 18, I think so. Have an opportunity to come to go to United States because I have a friends in Florida and like come in here and you can fight some wars. Come back to Brazil after. I'm like, oh okay. And I went there for the first time there. Stay on my friend's house and compete on words. I lost on the quarterfinal, so I didn't get podium. But then Professor Marsha, you know Marsha from Georgia, she know Fabiana Borges from Texas. It's like crazy now. And then Fabiana Borges needed people like to help in the class, to help with, to coach the kids. And Marsha, so I know a guy, me. And then Professor Fabiana told me like, do you speak English? How it was here? Like, no, I don't speak any English.
I'm very good, it's very hot, but I'm from Rio de Janeiro, football.
And then I told her, no, I don't speak any English, but I would love to go there and now meet a new school, Gracie Barra. She's like, so just come and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. And then, thank you. And then I went there, I take my third day there. She put me on the mat and like, Kaíque, teach this class. I'm like, Fabi, I don't know, I don't speak English. No, she like, how you gonna do it? You can do it. And she leave me there, and now I'm here, you know. Just happy. I just start talking with people and learn a little bit, and then start teaching.
Yeah, that's crazy how everything you just said that, you know, it's a lot of concept of life there, you know, and when that is a struggle, you know, makes you want to overcome that. You know, and this is one of the mentalities that we are imbued as martial artists to never give up, right? There's always a way out, and the hard times toughens you up, right? We say for me, like martial arts, especially jiu-jitsu, is a perfect metaphor for life. You know, who would you like to if there is two warriors, right? That you need to choose one or the other to defend yourself in a battle or whatever. To live with your mom, to take care of your mom and to defend her. There's a warrior that is the armor is bronze spot new, and the other one is full of damage. You know, which one would you put to protect your mom? Of course, gonna use the guy that's been in the fight before. That guy has experience, you know, all those scars, all those damage on the armor made him to find out a lot about himself and learn. And this is what we go through, right? And funny enough, like for example, by putting you on the spot, teach, they go, you know. You have to you push yourself, you know, to get into the situation. When my brother, when I was here, when I came for the first time, and you know, I came to Birmingham, stayed here, and then I used to go once a year, twice a year maximum, no, once a year really to Brazil, while the World Championships, and I was a brown belt when I came, and I became a black belt after a few months, and then no, after a year and a half, sorry. Then I invited my brother to come here. Right? For me in English, I didn't know English at all when I came here. And then I have there is a video on the YouTube, maybe I'm gonna share in the group with my man. I can't even understand what I was talking. Sometimes I don't understand myself now, imagine then. And the accent and the vocabulary was completely very, very low. And that was when after I was here for 3 months, 4 months. Already, oh, I can speak, and I said, my God. So basically, when my brother came, I brought him here, and I left him with with one of my roommates, and I said, okay, so now I'm gonna go to compete, so I'm gonna see my mom, and I had to do a surgery on my shoulder. So I went to Brazil, and then my brother stayed here. He never spoke no English for 3 months as well. He goes, when I came back, he was speaking English. You know, that's the thing. Sometimes you just need to do a little push, give the direction, and only you could force yourself to go through, right? Only you can tell to yourself you can or you cannot. You know, all you need is to have a direction. Like for example, in the workouts that we do, in the training that we do today, every day, you know, is nobody can feel what you're doing to us, how you're doing. You know, nobody can feel how much effort you put in, but you know how much you put in. You know how much, and also you have to measure yourself according to your own level. You don't want to go too much and then later don't be able to carry to finish the training. But it's about the pace. But if you, one thing that I won't agree is that it's not good enough, because it is as good as you want. If you want to make it hard that you cannot talk after, you can. And if you want to go do a little exercise so you can practice, you also can. But one thing's for sure, after this all go over, whoever is doing it is going to be in a much better place than whoever is not. And so, Jakub, you already talked yesterday, last Saturday, about your journey, how you end up here. You know, I want to make a little bit of a fun game with Professor later. You know, after some analysis, we're gonna have like a throw words on him, so for him to come up with what comes to his mind. So it's gonna be interesting. Professor Kaíque, so you mentioned about becoming you like to be a champion. You also mentioned that you went to the competition, lost in the quarterfinals. You know, sometimes you didn't get the podium, but lost in the quarterfinal. Man, during the blue belts, I spent 2 years losing the very first fight. When you're talking about, my goodness, man, oh, man, I wish I had something. But it made me remind of something that was really interesting, right? When you lost, right? What did go to your mind when you lost? Like when you went to compete and you wanted to win and you didn't. What did you think?
So I always think, man, I lost again. I need to train a little bit more. I need to rest, eat more, eat better. Mm-hmm. And then I always think be better. Me too, when they get my blue belt, lost. And this year I lost 5 competitions second. And then I went to Brazil National no way if I win. But I went there now. And I went there I win
the whole Brazilian, no way.
And then I see if I train, if I eat better, I can do this. So it's always been in my mind. If you lost, just do better and do again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the point that I wanted to talk. You know, it's quite an interesting subject. Every time that I lost, I had the same feeling. Exactly the same feeling. It was man, frustration. I got hungry. How come? What I need to fix, man? I need to fix this. I want to go back home now. I'm gonna train harder. I want to eat better. You know, I want to work out better. I need to get some, man. It's gotta be my stamina. I need to work out. I need to breathe better on the fight. I need to improve my technique. I shouldn't let him go to my left side. I need to avoid him to go to the left side. But at the same time, I need to start practicing to work from the left side. So if people do, I can still have the back plan. But one thing changed a lot to me in terms of purpose, right? Because that's on the beginning, everything what I was thinking about is to become a champion. I wanted to be a champion. And I won a couple of times, and I won the 2009. I won three world championships as a black belt. You know, I won Panams 5 times, Europeans 5 times, but there was a lot of tough fights in between. So when you have a tough fight, you manage, you just I said, oh man, I did it, but it was, man, you know, I need to get out, I need to strain, you know, and everything, I need to get in the game. In 2009, it was the first time that I was invited to go to the ADCC, right, which is our Olympics in Jiu-Jitsu, which is the no-gi. I was invited with enough time, I was already announced. I had fought the ADCC 2 events before, but one was I was on the crowd watching, right? And the guy said, Braulio, someone got injured on the warm-up area. You in? I said, okay. I go. Now, didn't train. I lost. We put it at half the under 99. I lost in the first fight, but it was a tough fight. And then the other time, the guy invited me with like 2 weeks in advance with the weight above my weight. But okay, at least I had 2 weeks and I was kind of trained, but it's very hard to train for something that you don't know you're going to compete, right? So I went there and then I competed and then I went to the final. And then I went to against Shandy Ribeiro, the main fight, the final. And it was in 2007. And this was the biggest, it was the best fight of the tournament, right? So therefore, in 2007, because of that fight, because I got to the final, they allowed me to be pre-registered for 2009 on my own category, which is under 88 kilograms. Up until then, I just fought under 99 kilograms with 83 kilograms. I had 83 at the time. So I said, okay, cool. And then I started, that's like 2008 was a very good year. I did my surgery in 2007, and I got better in 2008. And in 2009, it was like my prime. I'll say, cool, now I won weight in absolute to the Europeans, and then I won the weight in absolute to the Panams. I won the Worlds. ADCC, been training full time. That's why when it came with the steamer lock, inverted triangles and stuff. And I went to compete 2009 for the first time. ADCC planned, trained with everything that I could focus for that day. I went there, you know, I competed against the best that could ever do at the time. I submitted all the top guys in the world during the 2 weeks, right? Like one guy that had done that before was Roger Gracie. He tapped the everyone in 2005. In my mind, I was like, oh my God, man, I'm so happy for him. I actually so emotional, so happy. And after all, I went back to my room. Everyone gets ready, and I was like, oh my God, man, what a performance that Roger did! Holy moly! And then I was thinking, man, I just wonder what was in his mind when he had a shower, after all, just by himself. What was through his mind at the moment? Man, imagine, he beat everyone, he tapped everyone, you know? And in 2009, I never expected I could do that. And I did, like Marcelo Garcia, Xandro Ribeiro, Lovato, Andre Galvão, with the steamer lock for the first time, inverted triangle in the final, the only guy submitted to finals. And I got home, to the room, and I had a shower, and I was okay, so that's what Roger thought at the time back in 2005. And it was weird feeling though, like for me, I felt weird. I felt weird because I had that as purpose. I had that, become that champion as a purpose, and nothing I could do different, it would make any better. It couldn't get any better. And I woke up the next morning, like, I felt different because that was no plan. I didn't have like, okay, so I need to go back, I need to prove this because everything worked. You know, I need to work on my cardio because I just had cardio for days. I didn't have plan for training to improve, and I achieved best fight of the tournament, weight absolute, beating everyone. I felt empty, you know. I don't know if I ever spoke to you about it. I did feel empty, man. I felt like maybe it's the end for me. Maybe I was afraid of flying back home because I thought the plane was going to crash. Really, I thought that that's my purpose in life. I achieved, not thinking to achieve any further, and then I was so stressed that I left my brand new Apple Mac in the security, man. I lost on that way back from the ACC. 2000, I was in Spain, Barcelona, you know. So the conclusion, okay, it's not about, everyone says about the destination stuff, it's about the journey, and that's how you see, you know, because otherwise there's nothing to look forward. Like for example, a lot of people when they get the blue belt, they use this as what I used for my professional career. Oh man, I'm gonna train hard and I'm gonna get my blue belt. And I got my blue belt, and then black belt's too far away. You know, it's so that's the message that I see that I learned from that both feeling by when I lost and by when I won everything. I guess it was you cannot base yourself on being better than anybody else because then you start losing targets, right? You need to think about when you go training to become a better version of yourself, you know, instead of putting a specific goal. Because then you got to just go to enjoy, to have a good time, to learn, to improve, to try to learn more and more and more, and not only put yourself in as I want to be only the best in the world. Because one day you'll be the best, and then another day, with time, you just start going down, right? So then, what was my purpose was more for about how to pass it on, that experiences, give the opportunity for people around me to have that experience, but also to let them know that's not only about that. It's about legacy. It's about enjoying the moment. It's about making each other, bounce at each other, have a good time on the good, on the bad, you know. And that is no end. It's an ongoing process, you know, that just need to divert direction. Of course, I didn't get depressed. I'm gonna kill myself. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it was the meaning, you know. It wasn't as meaningful as much more bigger than when I won my first Pan Ams as a blue belt. Because when I said about as a blue belt, I lost the first fight during 2 years. When I got to the competition in the Pan Ams, and I won my first fight for the first time, and I won the whole tournament as a blue belt. The feeling that I had there was, I felt better in terms of you know, that I can do it, man. Like, it's possible because I have drive, you know. So that's how I like to kind of tell the story that sometimes, you know, when you have something to chase, it's much more enjoyable. So I enjoy the moment, you know, share, practice, and make things fun. So guys, look, I will show I would like to talk about one. Jimmy, I would like to go. Is Daniel in the screen? Is Daniel there? Daniel, are you online?
You probably need this to hear him.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna get down to listen to him.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you. Daniel. I'm good. How you see that? Woohoo! Look, can you see me? You can see me. You can see me. You can see me. Shut up, Jakub. So, guys, this is a new thing we're doing. It's the first time. I'm gonna try to. We're gonna make space, so you guys gonna see your fight on the middle of the screen here. Let me see here. Nice butt, dude. Let me see. No, here.
Oh, buddy.
So, we're gonna look at it, okay? And pretty much, I watched this fight. You pretty much did very good in the end. You fought really well, pretty much. You didn't get scored or anything. If there was only one thing that I could see, I will explain. But I would like to let the fight go, so you guys can see the fight. It's not going to be too long. Daniel killed the guy. That's why he gave me this to analyze. There's nothing to analyze. You know it all. Okay, so Daniel in blue here. They'll go for a double guard pull, and up on top, he got the advantage. Okay. That's good move there. Got stuck. I want to let the fight goes until the end. Then I'll show you something that we can improve. That's cool. Just a beautiful jump to the back here. Good timing, good readjustment. It was a real neck chin choke.
Yeah.
Like well defended there, well controlled, beautiful. Very nice. Good to see the head of the snake over there, control.
Yeah. No, it's
It's over, yeah. It's beautiful. Alright? So I like pretty much everything on that fight. You react pretty well on everything. I just want to go now over again, and I will pause every so often, okay? So let's go. I'm gonna look at this way, but because the screen is here, but I know you guys wanna see somewhere here. Come on, Jimmy. Good job. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Come on. High five. So, double pull. Very good. Coming up, 2 points. Stop. Okay. So, this moment here, you got the points, the advantage for the double pull. You went up, you have an advantage. Now, he's planning the berimbolo stuff to come to your back.
Yeah.
So the thing we should have done, okay, it is always try to turn your knee to the outside, which you already do now. You are doing that as well, but I will say the point that was critical. Go back there, carry on, Jimmy. Here, you try to turn, he's stuck, stop there. So, your right hand, let me see here, your right hand is in good space, but your left hand here, you're basing that. So what you should do is this movement here. Look, I'm gonna put it here. So we're here. You have your right leg.
Yeah.
Let's see, where's my right? Okay. So you're here. Let me see.
It's not easy.
So you have. So this is mirrored, man. I go look. This is my right hand. Look, it's horrible. So you're doing that.
Yeah.
All right. So you're here. This arm is controlling. Now, what you should have done, you should have stretched that leg, the left leg, as far as possible. As you are here, but see, as you are here, you need to stretch this one to take this leg out to turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because what's happening here, he has the legs around your back leg.
Yeah.
And for you to take the leg out, you have to use your left hand. So your left hand is on the floor right now. If you just stretch your legs, it's not going to be enough. So I need to stretch and push the leg to uncross. So if you see here, right, you here, right, back here. So that's a better angle that you can see what's happening, see, with this one here, right? You cannot see that, but this is happening. So you here, you try to do this, see, you here. What you could do here is the bottom leg is stopping. So you have both here, look. See that? Go back, look. You can do this first, or both together. If the guy is too strong, that one, look, out. Then if he keeps it, that's when you push here.
Yeah.
And then I would have turn. Alright? So that's the only thing that you could have avoided on to don't get stuck with the possibility, you know, of him going to your back. But
Yeah.
you react pretty well, because if he did the right thing, you didn't counter to be offensive, but then when he went, you did a big step backwards and up in a good position at the back. So go back there.
The only reason I done that backstep is because Jacob smashes me all the time with that backstep.
They say
So
that
I'm
the
just
only
used to
reason-
getting smashed by it.
The reason that he does that is because Jacob smashes him all the time. So I know the feeling. But it was a perfect reaction that Daniel. Let's go back slow there. Okay, see? Now here we go. Stop. So you're doing now everything what is supposed to be done. But you are turning your butt towards him.
Yeah.
You, on this moment, should pin like this way with your left hand.
Yeah.
Pin, okay, and then face him.
Okay.
You know, you should put your right knee on the opposite side and put your left knee on the floor there above his knee. So you just turn completely to the other side.
Yeah.
You know? So if you see, let's do it here with Jake in 1 second. This way so you can see. A little bit better. Right, so see the position that you did?
Yeah.
You're here, yeah? It's here, right?
Yeah.
Like, right? You should have done this, look. Now everything would have stopped if you turn towards him with your right knee to the outside. Okay? But then we'll see the step back now. Come on, let's go, Jimmy. Here, see? Stop. The reason he got the back of your belt or around the waist so it's gonna grip, it was because your hips wasn't turned away from him. Your hip was facing, your butt was facing his head, as you can see. If you hit that, he would be able to reach. Therefore, there will be no problem.
The reason I couldn't turn away is because, can you see his left hand? His left hand's controlling my ankle.
Yeah. So let's go over that. 1 second.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You tell me what he's saying. Get the ankle like he had it.
I felt like, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, go back there. If he does that, see that?
Yeah.
Look. That's, oh, you cannot see that.
That's better.
Look. He only gonna get this ankle, my left, only if I am this way. See that? Because now I'm late. But if I'm here, see that? There's no ankle, look, to go. See that? Look. He's here, I go, look, step out and turn. There's no ankle. Like, don't know if you can see that. See that? This is the ankle that he wants. If I'm here, he can get it. Make sense? I'm stuck. Now, when he was here, you were here, right? And then, you do here. Look at my left. See that? He wants this. If I'm facing him, no chance he get it. Try to get it.
No way.
No chance. But if I'm here, and then he can get it. See that? Now I'm late. That's what you need to do, is what you did, which was a good thing, right? But that's the catch. You need to hide. That left should have hidden since the first time that you spread and pin his foot on the floor. That's what I'm trying to do. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to. Now you're gonna have to do the step back. You have to. There's no other option. Boom. You know, that was perfect. And then gripping, stop that. That grip that you have with your right hand is everything. Because if you let that go, he would be as whiplash, just disappeared in front of you. So you kept him limited of motions, so he couldn't move much. So carry on that, Jimmy. Good job. That's beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful transition. Jump to the other side on the right time. Knee through. Step back. In a very gentle way of doing a jump naked choke.
On my face.
Look at that beautiful pick. Look, the head of the snake controlling.
I had to make it nice for him, Braulio. I had to make it nice.
Oh man! See that little piece of white falling on the mat? It was a guy's teeth. But like that. All right, he was a happy chap. What's up, Zach? Leon, who is this?
It's part of video. It's part of video.
Oh no, that was video.
Oh, that was okay, that's a good one. So, about that, I wanna put this video. Okay, take this lead. Okay, but before I would like to say, Daniel, did I answer some of the situation that? But man, everything else you did, that was pretty much spot on, man. That was a beautiful fight. You control the double guard pull much better than a year ago when I had the issue in the Europeans or the other tournament. Very good. Like the training that you and Jakub been doing a lot with the double pull helps a lot to get the right timing. And yeah, man. Do you have any comments about that?
I just got one other question. When the guys in the berimbolo spot is controlling the belt, and say if when he's already over and he's starting to pull your hips onto his hips, the only really thing I use to defend that is like shimmying my shoulders back, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So is there any like variation that I can escape that just as he's pulling your hips over? Because when I shimmy my hips, it works sometimes, but it doesn't work at the same time.
Well, usually when I go with Jakub, I elbow him on his face, and then he lets go. Unfortunately, like crazy how he just let it go the grip.
I'll try that.
Don't try that. He's bigger than you. Now, look, that's a good question. So let me see if I can hear. Jimmy, can I hear from here if I take it off? So can they hear?
You'll hear yourself. Maybe if I do this, I got my laptop.
So basically, can I maybe put this on mute? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It's okay if I hear a little bit, if I echo, just for this. So, you mean what you explain to Jakub again?
So,
Daniel, do you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you explain the situation?
So what I'm saying, Jakub, is when the guy goes to when he's controlling.
One second. Yeah. Sorry, guys. You just learned the connection. 1 second. And then.
Yeah. So
That's good. Go.
Yeah. So when the guy's in berimbolo and he's controlling the pants or the belt, and when he's fully gone over, like Jakub, if you put Braulio on the mat and like you're inverted, so from there, when he controls the second like pants or the leg, like normally I'd try and like scoot my bum backwards, but sometimes that works.
That
Yeah. And like sometimes it works, but most of the time I kind of get my back taken.
Oh man, so what you do now, yeah? Go to my back. Take my back. This is what happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then what to do when I get that far?
I try and put my bum to the floor and try and like scoot away.
Okay. When this happens, the first thing I do is to kind of lift the knee and lock here.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Where's my hand? Look. Turn around like this way. So see this?
Yeah.
But here, problem. Here, no problem. See that?
Yeah.
Just go back to the position here. So he's here, right? Look my back. Once you go, I do this. Look.
Few showers at times, but some
Okay.
Go up with this knee locked. Now he's gonna try to pull me. He's gonna try to get.
large
Okay, let's start turning.
breeze, but
And
most
then
of
start back me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so if you go again to this position,
the two spots it was cooler than that.
so look, I go out,
Out towards the
put
west,
my leg underneath and roll by grabbing here,
but
and I have to roll to the other side.
it was an all shifting down
Okay.
through the afternoon. East of here largely dry with some
And
bright.
then, see, I can track the knee. He says no.
Yeah.
There we go, thank you.
Then you come back up and then you turn.
Right? So,
Breezy around some northern coast and the
when
northern
I'm here,
things to
I
come.
take the back, I go home. So this knee has to be.
Guys, can somebody just mute that whatever is on there because I can hardly hear it.
Feeling quite
When I go for the knee bar, it's turned.
force winds. A rash of
And
showers
I go back up.
retreat to about 100 meters across northern.
And then
On the same wire, but certainly a cold feeling day for all.
you can turn off my.
Friday,
You can turn off my voice.
so it's easing down, but still.
So you guys can see better.
Joe Hepburn's got his mic on.
Look at that. Look at this. Look.
It's been use a month since Scotland's first confirmed.
Now turn.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So it's mainly the bottom leg that I control, right? Okay, yeah. Mhm. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Thanks, brother. Yeah, brother, that's honestly everything perfect, man. Thank you very much. Thanks, brother.
Folks, I'm a member of the Gracie Barra Gym in Birmingham. As you're aware, the gym had to close recently regarding the matter of coronavirus, and it's unknown when the gym will be open again as we're currently being led by the government. Now, the gym decided to offer their services in training online through the Zoom application. Now, initially, I was quite skeptical about how this would work, if it was for me, if I would develop and advance in my technique of jujitsu, but I decided to give it a go, and I managed to participate in 2 other classes. One of them was the gi class with Professor Jakub, and the second class was the no gi with Professor Braulio. Now, what I can honestly say is that after having participated in both of the classes, it far exceeded my expectations. It was definitely a system that I was pleased with. The professors could see me through camera and were able to direct me on where I was going wrong in the technique. They were able to speak to me through audio, and seeing my technique, they were able to demonstrate and show me what to do to perfect the technique. And I also could see and speak to them through video and audio. Now, having participated in both of the classes, I can honestly say, as I have, that it is positive. It's definitely something where I feel that I will develop until the gym is open and back running when it does. Guys, folks, please check the system out. It absolutely does work for me. I can't credit it enough. Come online rather than delay your training and then coming back to the gym when it is open, where potentially you've delayed your learning. So come online, check it out. It was definitely for me, and I'm sure it'll be for you too. Take care. See you soon.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Spectacular. So yesterday was my first time doing an online class with Gracie Barra Birmingham, and it was absolutely great experience. And if you haven't done it yet, you should definitely give it a shot. Now, here's a couple reasons why. Number one, even if you're a hardworking, disciplined person, you can always achieve more in a group, in a structure that pushes you to become better. Now, because we're all locked up at home, we are removed from that environment of mentors and fellow trainees who push us to be better. So it's not impossible, but it's harder to get things done on your own. So bringing that connection back definitely helps. Having a set time when you need to show up, knowing that everybody else is going to be there as well, puts you back into that structure. And secondly, look, I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, and GB Birmingham has become like a family to me. So really missed you guys, missed training with you, and so it's fun reconnecting, and I'm looking forward to the next one soon.
Paul, okay, and I'm sorry. Okay, let me see here. I want to say a word. Okay. So, I'm gonna tell a word, okay, and you're gonna pull a phrase, and you need to say exactly what comes up on your mind.
Let's go, yeah.
Yeah, okay? So first thing, food.
Pizza.
Drink.
Water.
Poland.
Family.
Birmingham.
Family.
Jiu-jitsu.
Lapel.
I was going to say lapel.
Oh, lapel.
Yeah, it doesn't
Right,
make
I like
sense.
cigar.
Good. Home.
Poland.
Champion.
Braulio.
Oh, being a champion, but I made it wrong. Okay, thank you for that. Pig.
Silver.
Love.
Silver.
Love.
Or pig.
Hate.
Kaíque. Man, look, I'm exercising here at home. He doesn't encourage me. He sits in the corner eating salami. I'm just taking the pictures of me.
Okay. Hobby. Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu.
Wants to learn something new.
Wants to learn.
Something they'd like to learn new.
Oh, how to win the Monopoly with Carol.
Ambassador.
Gracie Barra.
Submission.
Triangle.
Bottom or top?
Now both. Used to be bottom, but now I enjoy both.
Beach or mountain?
Beach.
Nathan.
Russian.
Stuart.
Plane.
Dave.
How you call it? Mess.
Little Matt.
Mario.
I was going to say Kaíque, but you already said. Let's say
Salami
Kaíque.
sandwich.
Salami sandwich. That's awesome, bro. Guys, that was pretty cool. I was going to do a voiceover of my own fight. How are you guys for time? Guys, can you we good? Let's do one of my breakdown. I'll do my own fight. Okay. I will explain a little bit of a very controversial fight. It's a very tough fight against Andre Galvão. That's my last fight that I fought him, and it shows some of the details that actually Daniel was working as a blue belt, and then how important it is that mentality they can see my students doing it, and some also the mindset behind.
Now the final.
So, Jimmy, do you think we can put in the fight?
Yeah.
Okay, we can put the fight. So, let's do a little bit of breakdown this fight. I'm gonna try to don't stay too long, but show some of the stories behind, and we go from there. Okay. So that was 10 minutes fight, but let's work. Let's see. This was Professor Victor, just leaving the mess now. We're gonna see each other. See, I was getting ready to fight. We're probably gonna give each other a hug there. You can see, but. That's me, Skinny Braulio. Chunky Galvão. My goodness, guy strong. So, if you put a little pause there, Jimmy, okay? One thing that Daniel, I showed you before, and also Jakub, on my strategy back in the day about double pull, or because I like to play the guard. That was always my favorite. But I also became as bottom top, like I became kind of confident on top. And for me, I wouldn't mind to be on top as long as I would have already an advantage of points. Especially if I had points, that would be most likely my main approach to start the fight in a good light foot forward, right? So what I used to do, I used to go start the fight, okay? And then look, I start like a kind of aiming this foot to this foot, and then instead of coming back, I used to go forward. So I kind of gain speed. Instead of going here, I used to go aiming, he thinks I'm stepping back, aiming, bouncing back, aiming, boom! And then I used to shoot. And as I used to shoot, okay, I like, you know, bah! When I go to shoot, what used to happen is the guy used to go sprawl, because if I catch the legs and he goes down and he pull guard, I will get the 2 points. So it was a good strategy to start where I wanted to be. Either I go, he pulls guard and up 2 points, or if he sprawls, I come back in and I make guard. So that's one of the things that was in my mind there. So let's see how I approach, so you guys can see more or less how was the technique. See, I'm counting, I'm aiming. Hey, bam! He sprawls, pull guard. So I was fine, and I didn't give 2 points away, and I was fine. I did a little spin here for take the lead ball. He defended well. And stop here, that please, Jimmy. Look, from behind the scenes here, this was in 2013. If you go on the YouTube, you can check the famous spinning knee bar, right? The spinning knee bar was considered the best submission of the year 2013, which was on that tournament. It was my second fight. And my second fight was actually 2 fights before that one. So basically, my approach was foot on the biceps. As you can see that, I'm like that, right? I'm here, I'm here controlling this, and then I'm getting ready to do the same. So if you see the fight, see, that's what you probably see here. Right? That's what you can see. I have this grip, and I wanted to do this here, look. 1, boom, to get the knee, right? But because it shows already how the fighters see and check the other fighters fighting. When I start approaching Andre Galvão, which is the guy on the top, he already sat back to the opposite side on purpose, because if he stays still, I could spin to the knee bar. So he sat back, and as soon as I sat back, I decided, he's not gonna let me spin. So I went to the foot lock. So check it out. So I'll get the collar. Look, I'm gonna do this spin now. I'm gonna try to put the foot to the biceps. He goes, and I say, I'm gonna get ready. And as soon as I'm going to start getting ready, he kind of leaned backwards, like he put all the weight on his left side. As far as I remember, by the way. But I think it will be there. See, I want to get myself try to spin, and then look, he lean back to the left. See that? So stop that. Stop that. So when he leaned back, I'm no longer able to get the knee bar. But then, if you see here, can we do it? So this way. So he's back this way. Yeah. Right? And then, let me see. So that's when I get out and I got for the knee foot lock here to get this foot. I will find a way to get this foot, but not for submission, but so I can kind of make him turn, so I get the points. So this, because I'm already wrapped my right arm around the car of that. So let's go back there, Jimmy. So I put my knee through, get the foot already on stop, immediately danger. See that? So it's turn to the right side. But look, stop that, Jimmy. Look at my face. I'm not even really going for a full submission. All I want is to grab the bottom leg, turn to the outside so I can end up on the top of the scrubbing points. Okay? Let's leave here. You can see I have the bottom of the trousers, like Daniel had it. security points, so I got 2 points. Very cool. So I'm already trying to set up my pass, holding the hips, and I wanted to pay attention on one little thing here. Try to go to one side, and then I went to the other side, make the grip. He tried to sweep me here. I think he ended up sweeping me, maybe, I don't know. I know I got to swap something. Cool, so I'm away to this. I stay away different so he has no reach to submit me, to sweep me. Now I got to spin. I went to the other side, so I got his bottoms, so I can still end up at the top. Position. Now stop there. Stop there. So, see, when he started to go underneath of me, I didn't stop. I just threw myself backwards. And that was the main thing that I did. Now, I want you to pay attention to my right grip. My right grip here, you see, this one here, right, is not gonna come off from that position till I have something there. Remember when I say the metaphor of finding the boulder, always finding. Once you have a very good grip, don't let it go until you have something there. So that grip, if I roll to my left, it will be very unlikely that he will be able to do the technical stand-up, because if I go to my left, Andre Galvão would be on his right. So he would need, see, here, he would need this leg to come up, he would need this leg. So I grip this leg, so just grip here, so just sit there. Like he's here, I cannot go up, so therefore, I cannot come up on top of him. So when I cannot come up on top of him, I kick myself out, sit up, and then I'm in the position that you can do the passes. And then I have to say no. But I can only say no if you try to pass. That's when you can start to attack the back. So look at the situation. Look, I control the bottom, try to free my legs around. I'm stuck. See, not letting go the collar and the bottom of the trouser. See, technical stand up. He has my both feet. So once he let it go, then my right, things change. Look, we're both stuck. I'm balancing by my left hand. As soon as I let it go, things change. So we're stuck. Now let it go, look, step back, position. See, he let it go, I was already set. So I clear the leg, do the front pass. He has to turtle. Once he turtle, now look, I got to control the hip. Then I go to the opposite side when he's not expecting. You know, that was a very beautiful transition out there. And I almost took his back. He defended really well. So that shows a lot of the importance of controlling the bottom grip that the guy needs. So, Jimmy, can you pause this there? All right, so, guys, to don't go any longer, okay, I will carry on this one here on Thursday. On Thursday, there will be another breakdown. I'm going to carry on with some of the details, okay? If anybody that's watching has any fight or any training session, filmed or recorded, okay? Or if you have any fights that I had, that Professor Jakub had, Professor Kaíque had, that you guys would like us to discuss, okay, there'll be more than welcome, okay? I'd like to open up now to the microphone for you guys. If anybody has any questions for me, Kaíque, or Jakub, they're more than welcome. If you want to just say, I will have questions, and then everyone else put in mute so I can hear them. Can I hear like before, Jimmy?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if anybody has any questions, is it time? Come here, professors. If anybody has a question, we just talk.
Hi guys, I've got a question.
Who is this?
Professor Darren Clark.
Yeah, Darren.
Hey. What's up, boys?
How's it going, mate?
Guys, how do you find, right, all three of you, that's a question for all three of you. How are you finding it, training only on an online basis and teaching on an online basis in the last 2 weeks?
What time did you jump in?
So how are you guys finding it? Because you have trained every single day in your life, probably pretty hard as well. So how do you find this whole new kind of way of teaching and training and just lifestyle, this new lifestyle?
It's a good question. But the other thing is, what time did you jump in the meeting?
I was here from the start.
You will answer this question.
What's that?
We answer this question.
I was putting Camille to bed. Sorry.
No, but it's a good question to ask. Because that actually was the first question that I started, so you were in the same picture. Okay. Basically, I'm just going to do a quick recap for what they said. Both of them pretty much said exactly the same thing. Both of them said that they was a little bit skeptical at start. You know, was a little bit, I'm not sure. Then, like, you know, so you go then, Mister. You talk because I don't remember exactly what you said.
Alright, so like I said, I used to do a lot of drill solo before, so like when I was blue and purple belt, because I don't have a partner to spar with, and because in Poland we usually, people that run the gyms, they have a normal work as well, so most of the time there's one training a day and there's nobody the time where you can jump in before the classes. So what I used to do a lot of solo drills. So then what happened was, when I get to the brown belt, I didn't really feel the need I want to drill because I was doing this too much. So when I knew that we're gonna start doing a lot of solo drills, I was a little skeptic because I was doing so many of them that I didn't know if I'm gonna really enjoy them or if they're gonna be a challenge for me. But it turns out that it's like sometimes it's even more exhausting to do like a solo class than do the partner, because like I said before, like sometimes we do, like yesterday we did Professor Kaíque, I felt much more exhausted when we start doing solo drills rather when we do the partner, because you can do much more reps, and a lot of times what happens is like you don't want to put much effort with the partner that you train with. So for example, if I'm doing the knee slices, I don't want to hit my partner too hard because he's my partner as well. Where with the dummy, I don't need to be afraid I'm putting too much effort or if I'm gonna hit him by accident. Like Professor Brown did when he was doing like 100 armbars, and then every time when you were going to the armbars, you basically just hit him in the nose.
But that was on purpose.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah, so Professor Kate was pretty much similar situation.
So for me, on the first week, I'd be like, I don't know what's gonna happen now, like online classes and drills, because we never know, we never did it before, no? And when they start to like solo drill, like it's so hard. I don't think the people's gonna do this, you know? And like, man, you can do. I can be better if I do solo drill than if I do like with my partner. Of course, if I do for my partner, I have an option like a normal person, but solo drill is so hard because you cannot stop. Everybody watch you like he do it, I'm gonna do it. If you stop, everybody gonna stop. You cannot stop, so it's kind of like very hard.
Yeah, so very good.
I think it makes everyone a white belt.
Sorry?
It makes everyone a white belt.
Exactly. And my point that I made was that I used to, when I was a brown belt, when I first came here, black belt, like that, especially the white belt, the brown belt, I was only training with white belts and blue belts. There was only 2 blue belts in my academy that I could train with. And I had to compensate a lot with my solo drills to be able to burn what I need to burn for my exercise, for my stamina, for my training, because I didn't need much effort to do training with my blue belts and white belts, being a high-level brown belt competitor. And I have this Panam tournament coming up. So I remember that I used to compensate with a lot of solo drills. Okay? But because the solo drills for me, the back then was more as a complementary of my training. Okay? Today, it's the choice. We don't have much options, especially for isolating myself. So if it helped me to do one of my best tournaments in the world, like I was when I was at Panam, I mentioned that I won 7 fights within 5 minutes and 24 seconds when we put all of them together because I was so sharp doing the techniques in the drill. My body was with the muscle memory, sharp, timing, and I was with the consistency. I was like, man, it was like I just went down in 36 40 seconds average fight, because it was so sharp. Okay? Training with white belt and blue belt. So this proves that it is something that can be very good complement for your training. And when we're here, we need something to complement or even supplement or even to replace our training. And if you want to come back better than before, if you do solo drills, I assure you that you're going to come back better than before.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks very much,
People
guys.
like for example, Zuka, he just nailed on the head on the testimonial. Like, all the testimonial was like, I was a little bit skeptical at first, but man, after doing it, it was fun. We socialized, we learned, and we got inspired. So those are the 4 pillars that the Gracie Barra can pass it on to you when it comes to that. And if you can transfer this to your home, then you can learn, socialize, work out, and get inspired, dude. We are
probably the 4 things we need the most right now. Probably the 4 things we need the most right now.
Exactly. Nice one for the question, big dog. Chris is tired. Look, Chris needs to do a workout there. Look, Chris Massa. I'm watching it. Anybody has any questions about it from now on? Well, guys, the Adrian on the traffic, Mandy, Shelly, Matt. Look, we have so many people, man. So good to see you all here. Guys, if you guys have any questions, unmute yourself and do it. If not, we're more than happy, to wrap up. And I'd like to say thank you so much for always to be here. We're going to be here again on Thursday, okay, with more experience with the new technology here, feel like that with the talk show, and we have some more comments, some ideas, some questions, and then we're going to wrap up with a big thank you, guys. And don't forget the back. Just want to, everyone who is going to the class, okay, our Zoom class will be on the draw for to win this bag on Saturday. Okay, so but if you each time you attend a class, the more chances you have to win. So if I go for 3 classes a week, I have 3 chances to win the bag. If I go 1 chance. If you don't, and there you go. We are right now 80 people per class who's coming here, kids or adults, for any clubs that be all team of Gracie Barra that's coming to these classes, because we join all the professors being part of it, so they know it. Okay, so make sure that you spread the word, and thank you everyone who did the testimonial. Thank you everyone who ever trained with us, and we're gonna carry on our job. Make sure that you guys can carry on your journey out there on those tough times, because these times we need each other more than anything, and then be able to socialize, talk to you guys, connect, and share, and do a little bit of our workouts. It's very important for our mental and social and mind. Okay, mental health and our the mental health field and then physical health. Okay, so guys, thank you very much, boys. Thank you. Tonight, 8 o'clock, a big class with Professor Carlos Lemos at the online.graciebarra.com. He's a very good instructor. It's going to be worldwide. If you feel like doing a little workout, I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you tonight with them. And tomorrow at 11 a.m., I will be teaching the no-gi GV2. It's going to be a nice workout for us. No-gi, do a little bit of exercise and do some techniques and have a good way of hump day indoor. All right? So have a good one, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks very much, man. Thanks very much.
See you guys.